Yeah, so yeah, I'm talking to the little kid. I got the one grandson that I kid that I think he's got a calling, a vocation. When Pastor went to the Catholic school and wasn't allowed to participate in the eighth grade graduation, as I recall, um, started a disturbing trend, incidentally. Um, anyway, there was 4 kids out of 25 boys that went to the seminary. Right out of high school. And I think one guy made it to like his junior year and then left. All the rest tend to shoot right out early. But anyway, I'm telling this kid, and it's just a little joke, because he's adamant about not doing it. He's a smart kid. I say, you're going to probably be a bishop right off the bat. But so anyway, I just had a birthday there a little while ago, and I'm 66. And I tell the kid, I'm twice the age of Christ. And just think what a big deal he'd be if he lived to be as old as Grandpa. I don't call myself pastor. I'm from just Grandpa. I don't want him to get uptight. And so, isn't that a thought though? I mean, what went on with Jesus from, like this kid's 10. He's on the ball. He's doing things. People know him in the town, where he lives, and he's a little presence, no footage on Jesus whatsoever. Well, who got it together to say, hey, we're going to hide this kid? So then that makes me think about that. We had this scene up here in Northern California, and this guy and his old lady, they kidnapped this little kid from Tahoe. She's like 11, and they don't find her until she's like 30. And he fathers 2 kids. Anyway, they stashed her for 20 years, say. Nobody knew anything about her. And there she's got the 2 kids. I guess they didn't go to school. People ask me, what do you think, Pastor? And I go, well, I guess he was a good dad, right? I mean, the kids look fine, and but outside of that, he was out of line completely. And, he's doing life without, obviously. But they stash it. So I guess you can stash somebody. But to 33, we died at 33. So at 30, he was out for 3 years there. I mean, what nobody has a peep about him? Or they didn't want to write about it, or what, So it always made me think, when I was at divinity school, it was a touchy subject. And that's why I went to the business department. But anyway, that's the story. Anyway, I'm down in L.A. at a big wedding. My cousin Leroy's boy, Gandhi. This kid I've told you about Gandhi. When he went to school at Arizona State, so he's in the desert, and high school football player at Loyola. In fact, I think they won the CIF, which is the LA scene, championship his senior campaign. Anyway, nice big defensive end kid. He goes to Arizona, and a little too much fooling around, I guess, but loses a ton of weight. And so he looks like Gandhi, a big, handsome, healthy Gandhi. And I'm thinking, boy, this is my ticket. This is maybe 10 years ago. So anyway, he renounces the opportunity, and he works at a bank now, and hooks up with this great chick, this just sweet girl, nice family, everything. The bishop does the service, and oh yeah, bishop is going to bishop this, bishop that. And I'm going, that's heavy. Although my Leroy, his old man, was a Knights of Minolta and all that, they're heavy Catholics. And the bishop shows up, little black guy. It's a kick. And he's got the big hat and the whole scene. He's a Jesuit. Couldn't be nicer. And a spiritual cat for sure. Really, Pastor Doug has seen for sure. And but the deal was, he's like the head of high school down in L.A., and he raises money up the yang. He's daddy's little moneymaker. So they make him a bishop, and they send him to Baltimore. Well, the guy doesn't swing at Baltimore at all. He's like, hey, you don't get it. Just because I'm black, and but I'm whiter than you, Popo. Telling Papa right to his face that don't put me on this loaves and fishes scene with these donkeys. I'm more happy at the at playing Bel Air. That's my scene. And so then they sent him to Jamaica, of all places. Well, it's just nothing but he's like ready to say, "Hey, I guess what? I don't want to be there. Here's your hat back." And in fact, that was the scene. Because the Jesuits don't have any money. They take the vows of poverty, so they had to buy him the hat. Typically, when they make a bishop, the guy's happy enough that somebody kicks in and gets his lid for him. So anyway, it's just funny. So now he's back in L.A. and all he does is the big society weddings types, and no other really job, because yeah, and the guy's happy, No, I didn't get to visit with him. I didn't want to lay the business on. I talked to some other people though that were in the business. They have a nice big pad where Arnold Palmer lives, and he didn't swing with my thing on the little girl in Florida with the great apples. He didn't get it, and you just feel sorry for people like that that are just stuck in the same. Come on, 2,000 years of the same old crap. Come on, you gotta jump. But he's got a nice pad, and a lot of people say he's probably doing a little better than Pastor right now. Anyway, bless you. That was just something else.